Okay, let's go over this problem. Here we have the sum of two numbers is 210. So we need to write out an equation that represents whatever it's trying to tell us. So we have x plus y equals 210. And next it says if one number is the square of the other, find the set of numbers. One number is the square of the other number. One number, and the is just equal the square of the other. Find the set of numbers. And it says set of numbers, so that means there's two solutions, at least from what they're telling us. So here we simply have to figure out how to solve this. What I would do is, since we already have x equal to y squared, let's plug y squared into the other equation for x. So we're going to take this, and we're going to substitute this in here, which would give us y squared plus y equals 210. And you may say, what do I do with this? What I would do is set everything equal to 0 because you have a quadratic here. So I'm going to go y squared plus y, and I'm really subtracting 210 on both sides. You can write that. Sometimes that helps, but some people just like to move it. Because 210 minus 210 is 0. Over here you're just writing it. Minus 210. And it's equal to 0 now. Now I got to solve this. A few ways to solve this. You could go through trying to factoring this, but you may not be able to just do that off the top of your head, or you could use the quadratic formula to do this. Either way is okay. Depends on how you want to think about it. Let's factor. Be good practice. Negative 210. I don't know the factors off the top of my head. You're looking for something times something, because I got to go backwards. If this factors, I have a feeling it does. If I go backwards, I want to know what times what is negative 210 that are added to give you 1. Top of my head, I don't know. I'm going to take this 210 and just break it down. Let's take half of it. 2 times 105. Well, I can't divide it by 2. I can divide that by 5. 5 goes into 105. Let's see, 5 goes into 10 twice. 1, that's 21. 21 could be broken down into 3 times 7. These are all my prime numbers. So let me just kind of show you something. This is 2 times 3 times 5 times 7. If I multiply these out, you'll get the 210. What are other factors? I could do this just to show you how I get factors. 6 times 35. Multiply those, you get 210. Let's try other one. See what I'm doing? What about 2 and 5, 3 and 7? 10 and 21. Well, when I add those, if one's negative or positive, it's not going to give me 1. Let's see. What about 7 and 2? 7 and 2 is 14, so then it'd be 3 and 5 is 15. I think I found them. 14 times 15 is 210. 1 has to be negative here. So let's make my 14 negative because that's a 1. So my factors are x minus 14 and x plus 15. Those are your factors. We could have used the quadratic formula. Maybe that's easier, but either one works. So now to find my solution, literally I just set these equal to 0. So you can have x minus 14. I said x. It's actually y. I'm so used to writing x, but this actually should be y down here. That's my fault. So it's going to be y minus 14 equals 0. So add 14 on both sides for this one. Y is equal to 14. The other one is y plus 15 is equal to 0. And here you just subtract 15 on both sides. Y is equal to negative 15. So now you have two y answers. So what am I going to do with that? Well, what you want to do is take both of those, and you could plug it back into this one. That's not really going to help you. I would plug it back into this one because you have two y answers and solve for x. So you're going to have x minus 15 equals 210. And then add those. Solve. Add 15 on both sides. X equals 210 plus 15 is, what's that? 225. And over here, same deal. So one set of solution would be negative 15 and 225. X is your 225. So 225 and negative 15. That's one solution. Now let's take 14, because that's another y, and plug it in here. We'll do it over here. Kind of got a mess here. I got to work on my neatness here. Let's plug in 14. So you're going to have x plus 14 equals 210. Subtract 14 on both sides. X is equal to, what's that, 196? Yeah, 196. So that's my other solution. 196 and 14. Done. That's it. For number 8, I have listed here. All right. Let's go ahead and clear this and do number 9, if I can figure this out. Let's just do a new one. Here. So now I need to pull the problem back. All right, there's the problem again. Let's see if I can make this larger. I think it's okay. All right. Number 9 here says the area of a rectangle is 12 square inches. The area of a rectangle. Draw a rectangle. Say looking rectangle. It says the area of a rectangle is 12 square inches. So I'm going to do this. A equals 12. It says the length is 5 more than twice the width. So the length is 5 more than 2 times this. So let's call this x. And this is 5 more than 2 times this. It says find the length and width. So now I'm going to take this, and since its area is just length times width, I'm just going to write it out. So x times 5 plus 2x. I'm going to set that equal to 12. And here we have another quadratic, because when I distribute here, you're going to have an x squared term. So you're going to have 5x, 5 times x, plus x times 2x, which is 2x squared, plus, equal 12. And then now, I want to set everything equal to 0. So I'm going to bring 12 over. Remember, you can subtract 12 on both sides, but honestly, it'd be easier just to bring it over. So you're going to have 2x squared plus 5x. I just rewrote those. Minus 12 equals 0. And now, you get to factor this. What I would use, you can guess, but guessing may take a while, or you can use the quadratic formula, or you can use what I call factor by grouping. Let me show you factor by grouping. In this case, it would be easier. First thing I'm going to do for factor by grouping, I'm going to multiply this the coefficient of my x squared term, 2 times negative 12, which is negative 24. Now I'm looking for something times something that'll give me positive 5. Well, that's going to be 8 and negative 3. Now you're going to rewrite this expression. So now you're going to have 2x squared plus 8x minus 3x minus 12. All I did was replace 5x with 8 minus 3. Same expression. I just had to be specific about the numbers, and I got those numbers from here. And now you do factor by grouping. I'm going to group the first two and the second two. Okay. Here you're going to factor out your greatest common factor. What's that? 2x. I'm left with x plus 4 plus. Here you're going to factor out negative 3. And I'm going to get x plus 4. And now my new greatest factor is x plus 4. So my factors are x plus 4 times 2x minus 3. And again, we're just going to set it equal to 0. And now we're almost there. Now, let's take this and set each part equal to 0. X plus 4 equals 0. And 2x minus 3 equals 0. Let's see, subtract 4 on both sides. X equals negative 4. And then over here, I'm going to add 3. So I have 2x equals 3. Divide by 2. Okay, I'm running out of room here. I'll write it over here. Divide by 2. X is equal to 3 over 2. Done. So your answer is 3 over 2 and negative 4 for your solution. But it says find the length and width. Can you have a negative length or width? No. So I know negative 4 is not going to work. So I'm going to use 3 over 2 for my solution. So your x is 3 over 2. Because you got to plug it back in to find the length and width. To find the other dimension, I'm going to go 5 plus 2 times 3 over 2. And all I did was plug it into the 5 plus 2x. And then here, multiply this out. That's going to be 6 over 2, which is 3. So it's really just 5 plus 3. And 5 plus 3 is 8. So my dimensions are 3 over 2 and 8. And that's a bad circle there. So anyway, that's it.